Let's get. Nyom. Hello, hello. Aw. God, it's so low in my ears. I hate that. I don't know why it's so low in my ears, but so loud on y'all's end. It doesn't make sense to me. Excuse me. I've got some green tea this evening. Fresh brewed from the microwave. It's kind of low. Now it's too low. That's weird. How's that? Good, yeah, and I can hear it better too. All right. It's not going to be just the Mario Kart 64 results screen, but I think I am going to make that my permanent starting soon screen music, or at least until I get sick of it. You never know. Either way. Microwave. Yeah, me too. Cat Icarus has a joke about Mickey Mouse, but instead he calls him Michael Rat. And Michael Rat! It's a great bit. Okay. We are looking at the cutting room floor page for Pokemon Stadium 2, specifically the international version, because the Japanese version of this is the third Pokemon Stadium. Pokemon Stadium 2 is what we know in the US as Pokemon Stadium 1, and Pokemon Stadium 1 only came out in Japan. Okay. Pokemon Stadium 2 is essentially Pokemon Stadium with 251 Pokemon, new minigames, and a couple new features. Notably, the last Pokemon game to be published by Nintendo in Japan before their publishing rights were transferred over to the Pokemon Company a year later. However, Nintendo would continue to publish the games abroad. Canada... okay, 2001. March 16th, 2001. Okay, we got debug fragments, various debug menus, unused animations. Let's fucking go. In-air knockout animations. Whoops. Multiple Pokemon have animations that were meant to be used if the Pokemon were to be knocked out while in the air from using the move Fly. The animations for Generation 1 Pokemon are left over from the previous Stadium game in which they were used in this scenario, but many of the new Pokemon introduced in Gen 2 were also given these animations despite Stadium 2 just placing the Pokemon back on the ground when knocked out. Huh. You'd think they would have kept these animations. These are silly looking animations. That Farfetch is going down like a helicopter. Love that for him. Zatu. Oh, okay. Farfetch'd, Moltres, Zatu. He just rocking back and forth. Murkrow just goes down like a bird. Delivered. Just struggles to fly. Same for Skarmory. Oh, Togetic. He just drops like a lead weight. Knockdown's about the same. Dodio and Dodrio have so far the silliest looking knockout animations. Let's see, Lugia and Ho-Oh. That just looks like it's fainting for sure. That one, I like that one. It looks like it's struggling. Like, oh, nope, can't do it. Many Pokemon have leftover animations that were used in the intro of Pokemon Stadium 1. There he is. Excuse me. Dummy Pokemon. It doesn't have its own model, so the last viewed one before... Wait, what? Value 000. It doesn't have its own model, so the last viewed one will be... Before it will remain visible. Its name is Dummy-kun. Aw. But appears garbled in the US version. Huh. Value 280, a very small model of the old Pokeball model from the previous game with its opening animation. It too shares the name Dummy-kun, but it has a corrupted thumbnail. Oh. Oh, look at the little baby. Tell me you wouldn't want to see this. So true, whoever edited this page. Mugshots of Pichu found among the mugshots of the trainers and gym leaders. Oh, that'd be adorable. That'd have been cute to see. Menus. An unused name tag for the Game Boy Tower. The text translates to GB Building, which is the Japanese name of this location. Miscellaneous. A Pokeball with Toyo written on it. Oh, Delibird delivery. Some nice detail for such a small graphic, for sure. There's always that one lousy gift. Pikachu not included. Hey, Bada Bada. Swing, Bada Bada. Better hope it's not an E-machine. Oh my god. I love it when the editors of these pages add in their own captions. It's so funny to me. Sometimes they don't have any. Minigames. Delibird's Delivery. Several unused presents for the Delibird's Delivery minigame. A crushed food can. An Ash Ketchum Satoshi doll. A baseball glove holding a baseball. A wooden baseball bat. A toy-like computer. Keyboard and mouse. A potted Christmas tree. Just all the same guy. An unused menu background for the quiz minigame. An unused menu background for the quiz minigame. Yeah, there's just like there's just like 4 copies of the same trainer. Pokemon textures. Some Pokemon have textures with facial expressions that aren't utilized by any of their animations. Stadium leftovers. These are unused in Pokemon Stadium and continue to be unused here. Meowth in his tiny mouth. A small O mouth. Oh. These are tiny, man. That's a little better. A small... Oh! Persian. Its eye without a pupil. It would later be used in Colosseum. Oh. Cool. Abra. Its eye opened. Hypno. Its eye widened. Horsey. Its eye looking upward. Goldeen. Its eye recoiling from an attack. Gyarados. With the eyeshadow just... Oh. Its eye recoiling from an attack. It just looks like it's looking down sadly. Zapdos. Its eye recoiling from an attack. Unused models. Ooh, minigames. A low poly Fearow. Among the minigame models, Fearow does not appear in any minigames. No caption. Who's that Pokemon? A ball with Hitmontop's eye and mouth. That's weird. Unobtainable room decorations. It's possible to connect Pokemon Stadium 2 to the mainline Generation 2 Pokemon games through the use of the transfer pack. Doing this lets one perform a mystery gift with the chance of receiving decorations for the player's bedroom in gold and silver and crystal. Here, said decorations are sorted in a rarity type, which contains 3 sets. Gift set 1, common, awards the player either a big Lapras doll or a Surf Pikachu doll, adorable. Gift set 2, rare, awards the player a Tentacool doll. Why is that one more rare than the other one? I feel like I'd want the common one more. Very rare, awards the player a Tentacool doll if round 2 hasn't been unlocked, and a Pikachu bed if it has. Weird. However, the game's random number generation is actually faulty, thus making it impossible to reach the odds of Gift Set 2 and Gift Set 3. Moreover, only the big Lapras doll and Surf Pikachu doll can be obtained through regular, quote, main line to mainline mystery gift, leaving a total of 3 decorations unobtainable through normal gameplay. The coin case glitch exclusive to gold and silver makes it possible to obtain these items through use of a particular setup. Weird. Tentacool and Pikachu. Oh, that's so cute. I like that. Just hanging out in your room. Ah, Tentacool. Terrific, terrific. Tentacool, this is super, super genial. That Pikachu bed looks sick, though. I love that. Yeah, a Pikachu bed. Great, great. I can go show this off. What? That's weird. Oh, is that it? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. Unknown doll. Oh, it's an unknown doll. This doll, styled after Unknown G over there, is completely missing from any item gift tables and appears to be a scrapped exclusive gift. Its implementation is slightly unfinished, since forcing the game to gift you this item will make it state that decoration was transferred instead of unknown doll was transferred. Despite this, it does have a unique room viewer label, as well as its own model, and even dedicated dialogue for Carrie, though it lacks the rumor hint that exists for both the Tentacool doll and Pikachu bed. The same model would later be used in Pokemon Channel. That's cute, I like that. Seems like it would sleep really well. Oh, itchy. That's better. Yeah, player. I have an unknown doll. Yeah. Unused dialogue. Every trainer has dialogue for a draw. For a draw. However, since it is random, it is normally impossible to get a draw against computer opponents. This dialogue never appears. A draw can be achieved by using a game shortcode to put a time limit on the battle, in which case the dialogue will appear, but the draw is otherwise equivalent to a loss, so the player will either have to use a continue or end the current challenge. Some of the trainers share draw quotes, so duplicates will be omitted here for the sake of brevity. Rival. How could I have only tied against the likes of you? Cal. You won't get anywhere if you can only tie me. Joke's on you, I know how to tie. Anyway. Pokemon Academy trainers. Clayton. Neither of us were serious enough. Cindy. I guess these things happen. Jonathan. That's strange. A draw? Joseph. So was this a wasted battle? Kinda. Naomi. Oh, a draw? I've never had one before. That word choice is very strange. I've never had a draw before. It's disappointing. Like, it sounds like she's never drawn before. Like, drawn a picture before. That's disappointing. What did I do wrong? Tammy. Well, this might be okay too. Connor. Whew. We must be evenly matched. That's a positive way to look at it. I like that one the most. Ferris. And his day off. A draw is no good. Let's do it again. Julian. Ah, sheesh. What was I doing? Challenge cups. Darcy. This turned out strangely. Jan and Jane, weirdly. It's a tie. We're not happy about this. Roberto. I didn't lose. That's what matters. But then again, I didn't win. I fucking love the Metropolis Zone song from Sonic 2? I want to say Sonic 2. It's been forever since I played the original trilogy, so I don't quite remember which Sonic game Metropolis Zone is from, but I want to say it's Sonic 2. Either way. God, I love that song. Anyway. Travis said these things happen sometimes. Curtis says, a tie, huh? Well, that's fine, too. I don't worry about the little things. Hell yeah, Curtis. Same here, buddy. Executive. Hey, what's this? What's this supposed to mean? I only win, I don't draw. Grunt. What's this all about? Regional differences. Careful, you lose an eye. This strange. This page or section needs more images. There's a whole lot of words here, but not enough pictures. What? As usual, Japan has the more fun-looking titles. Uses more colors. Pocket Monsters Stadium. Similar to the first game, besides the logo and date changes, the press start text is different between versions. The international release moved it slightly upwards, along with that copyright information for Dolby was also added. Outside of Japan, it mentions if the expansion pack is installed. Oh. Cool. Oh, fuck yeah, opening voice. Weird. That's more interesting. Sounds like two digital taiko drums. Yeah. Doo-doo. Much like the previous game, upon launching, Pikachu's voice is heard in the localized versions. In the Japanese version, the people's voices are heard instead, with two what sounds like taiko drum taps. Doo-doo. Pokemon. Game console room decorations. I forget you have a room in this game. I never go to it. NES. Oh, okay, good. So, Japan, US. SNES, or NES versus SNES. And then, that's the US version. I really liked the buttons for the NES controller more because they had some color to them, whereas the US SNES just had purple and gray, I think, or multiple shades of purple. I don't quite remember. Yeah, I think it was purple and gray, maybe like a light pink for one of them. Bum, bum. Room of Gold. That's the direct translation. Zurich. Okay. Sorry. There we go. To reflect different versions of the NES and SNES throughout the world when using the transfer pack with gold, silver, and crystal, Japan uses a Famicom and Super Famicom. North America and English European uses the Nintendo Entertainment System and Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Germany, Spain, France, and Italy use the Nintendo Entertainment System and Super Famicom with Super Nintendo Entertainment System branding. This is not reflected with sprites in the handhelds. Oh, okay. I love the little... I know, it's so cute. Just sitting there hanging out. It's adorable. The Super Famicom's SimCity cartridge was switched out for Super Mario World 1 in North America. Of note is that while the original Famicom appears to contain Mario Bros., it's impossible to tell what the NES contains due to the most common international model being front-loading, i.e., this little thing... This is a little flap that you lift, that you like lift. You flip up and it rotates on a hinge. And then you push the cart forward into it and then you push it down. Whereas the Japanese Famicom loaded from the top, similar to the N64 and the SNES. And I think they did it like this to give it like VCR vibes. Because the Atari 2600, the biggest reason for why the video game market of the 80s crashed, was also a top loader, and people sort of got used to like, oh, we know what a video game looks like. You put cartridges in the top. And so when the Nintendo came out in the US in the 80s, they were like, well, we can't really market this as a video game console. Because... you know, the US was still terrified of the video game market crashing. So I think at that time, customers were either scared or they just saw video games as just a waste of time. And so in order to get around that, they renamed the Famicom, short for Family Computer, to the Nintendo Entertainment System. Oh, it's not just games, it's for entertainment. And you also could hide the cartridges. Not necessarily hide, but like... you took one look at it and you're like, oh yeah, that's, you know, that's for entertainment. That's not a video game or whatever the fuck. But once video games regained their popularity in the 90s, they brought back the top loader. And also, there are also alternate versions of the American NES that do have top loaders, or that are top loaders. I don't think they were nearly as popular though. Okay. Let's see. Not maybe. Yeah. Oddly, the European Super NES still seems to contain the Japanese Super Famicom version of SimCity, as evidenced by the label design. Oh, I see now. I guess you could, like, if you knew what the colors on the cartridge looked like, you could feasibly guesstimate at what game that is. Because see, look, like there. In the American version, you have the colors of what is clearly the Super Mario World game in the cartridge slot. I see it now, but like I said, I don't know what the cartridge art looks like for SimCity. I guess that's it. Status screen. Looks to be about the same, honestly. I'm trying to spot the difference right now. Other than the language changes, of course. The spacing of the text is wider apart for sure. Because the L50, the spacing between the two is wider than the space between the letters and numbers in the English version. For show. The Japanese version... Oh, no. Oh, I see it now. They swapped it. So the Pokemon name and gender are on the same line in the Japanese version, but in the American version, the name takes up too much space, so they had to move the gender of the Pokemon, or sex, or whatever you want to call it, to below it. That's interesting. I guess that's the typing. Little, yeah. I've always found that to be very interesting. Yeah. Everything else looks to be the same? Ass butt. Anyway. Huh. In the Japanese version, a Pokemon's gender icon is displayed next to its name on the battle status screen, while its current status is placed on the center right. Yeah, in the localized version, yep. Text boxes. The in-battle text boxes were lengthened in the localized versions. This fixes an issue in the Japanese versions where the character portraits extend past the right end of the text boxes. Huh. I'm not seeing it. The right end. This one? They look the same. Unless I misread that. Character portraits extend past the right end of the text boxes. Yeah. The right end. Huh. I do not. Or at least I can't tell. Huh. Weird. Double Quick Claw oversight. If in the Japanese version, Lance's Tyranitar and Feraligatr both carry a Quick Claw in round 2, even though duplicate items are forbidden under Stadium rules. In the localized versions, the Feraligatr carries a Mystic Water instead. Oh. Cool. Mobile Stadium. In the Japanese version, players can download a data of timed mobile battles from the Japanese Pokemon Crystal using its Mobile Stadium feature and watch them in Stadium 2 using the equivalent Mobile Stadium function. That's fucking cool. That's interesting. So you could play Pokemon Crystal with your friends, have a battle, record it in the timed battle system, and then just have it play out in Pokemon Stadium 2. That would have been the sickest shit in the world if I could do that as a kid. Oh my god. It'd be like watching the fucking anime, but you make the anime. That was my attempt at an infant's voice. Alright, what is this? This plays in the Mobile Stadium screen of Stadium 2. It is rearranged from the mobile menu theme in Crystal, and its file name is sparse41.miniusf. I like it. I'm not sure why they're adding sleigh bells, but I dig it. The telephone ring is a nice touch. Oh, that's cute. Sounds like it could be a fucking Christmas song from the 90s. I'm just jamming out over here with my eyes closed. I like it. It's getting free ZZ Peak from Banjo-Kazooie. Oh. Damn it. There we go. Delibert's Delivery. Please elaborate. Having more details is always a good thing. Specifically, how does one most consistently trigger the hidden GBA and GCN? Something about a data structure in the save file relating to P3 as a value for the mobile stadium block and recalculating a checksum when using the My Room feature? 2 exclusive presents for the Delibert's Delivery minigame were intended to be distributed through Mobile Stadium. Huh. A whole ass piano. I would love that Snorlax plushie if it was big enough. I have a tiny one, but it's... I want a bigger one. Like a Snorlax that was just my bed. That would be sick as hell. A Game Boy Advance sporting... Sorry, I was just checking something. A Game Boy Advance sporting its early prototype silver and teal design, which I fucking love that color scheme. I love the silver and teal. Presented at Space World 2000. The GBA, it wouldn't be released. Everyone dreams of the Snorlax bed. I feel like most people do, but I also wonder if you and I are in the minority of that, you know? Want to hold hands with me on the Snorlax bed? Haha, just kidding, unless... Want to make out on the Snorlax bed? Oh, God. If it shakes too much, you hear him snore. Oh, goodness. A GameCube console and its controller both sporting early prototype designs. Are they? They look the same to me. They look like retail designs. While this prototype controller would be presented at Space World 2000, the GameCube seems to show an even earlier design than the one presented here, as a portion of the faceplate that shows the disc seems to extend out a bit further. The GameCube wouldn't be released until September 2001. It replaces the Nintendo 64. Oh, sweet. However, because of a bug, these presents, oh my god, I kept reading that as presets. I was like, there's no N in preset. Oh, I'm stupid. Anyway, I did it again. These presents can appear in the Japanese version without using Mobile Stadium. It is unknown if they were ever officially distributed. Cool. Oddities. Pokemon Green compatibility. As with the previous game, the localized versions of Stadium 2 retain the ability to recognize Pokemon Green, which is not possible outside Japan under normal circumstances. Unlike the original international stadiums, Stadium 2 can successfully emulate a hacked green version. That's awesome. Pokemon Blue Pokedex. In the Pokemon Lab, the player can use the Pokedex to view where wild Pokemon can be found in the inserted game. Oh, cool. If the player is using an international blue cartridge, this will cause the feature to mistakenly read area information from the Japanese blue. resulting in several discrepancies. Most notably, it displays Wild Lickitung in the Sapphire Zone and Wild Jinx in the Seafoam Islands, when both are exclusive to in-game trades internationally, as in red and green. Red and yellow display area info correctly across all regions. This was notably not the case in the previous game. I love tiny little, like, obscure shit like this. This is so fucking fascinating to read about. Is that it? That's it? That's all? For Pokemon Stadium 2? Wow, that's not even an hour in yet. Alright, let's see. Okay. Let's see what's... Because I've been going in... excuse me. I've been going in order of... when I played them on stream for my N64 collection playthroughs. So what happened? What did I play after Pokemon Stadium 2? Let's check, shall we? Ba 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 ba. God damn it. Oh. Quake II for the N64. PlayStation version. Huh. Sure, let's do original PC, why not? It's basically the same game, question mark? We'll see. Ah, there we go. Creeping out of the corner. La 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 la. Right. Quake II is a sequel to Quake, duh. In name only. Instead of running through castles and blowing up knights, you run through orange-tinted futuristic buildings and blow up the best Borg wannabes late 1997 era technology could render. On paper it sounds pretty different, but in reality it isn't. The game's storyline was followed up in Quake IV, whose Xbox 360 version also included a port of Quake II. So that's okay. See, now I know, because I'd never played Quake 3 because there's no solo campaign, you know? And so I didn't bother with Quake 3. But now that I know that Quake 4 continues the storyline of Quake 2, good to know. Love that. I've been playing a little bit of Quake 4. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Solid 7 out of 10 so far. Boo. What we got? Development info, prototype info, and pre-release info. Yo, they had a fucking hand. Oh wait, they had hands in the original. What am I? I'm stupid. Arm. Groping. Groping a hooker, what? It's either a shitty middle school art craft or a flare gun. You choose. I'm getting a completely different vibe from whoever captioned these. I've always wanted a papercraft blaster. Looks much better colored in. Stupid-ba. Da 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 da. God damn it. I don't know why I'm yawning. I'm literally drinking caffeinated as far as I can tell. Green tea and honey. Development materials of Quake II PC. The 2023 remaster of Quake II contains an id vault filled with various materials from the game's development. Cool. I love when they do this. Early female model, that's cool. Unused male animations. Don't we all have those? Man, am I right? We've all got unused man animations. Manimations, if you will. Oh, me and my just dumb intrusive thoughts. Manimations. God, that sounds like some green tea is low caffeine. Maybe that's why I'm... But here's the thing, Jam. I've been drinking energy drinks while on stream, and I still get that yawn attack, and I don't know why. Doesn't make sense to me. God damn it! I'm trying not to yawn because it hurts my jaw. I also found a 4-pack of this gourmet soda by a brand called Sprecher at Aldi. It's a cherry cola. It's very tasty. I was drinking that while eating dinner. I just wanted to bring that up since I was talking about beverages. Weapons. Early blaster view model. Oh, no comments on this one? Oh, well. Oh, okay. That's interesting. It's the shape of the 3D model is very smooth, whereas in this one, I don't know if it's intended as such, but the texture... Oh, I think this is just untextured. Untextured versus textures, and the textures are very low res, but I actually like the low res textures. Yeah, ADHD would be like, haha, stimulants. Yeah, what's stimulants? Honk shoe, more like. Caffeine, a stimulant? Ha, more like honk shoe. That's a better working of that one. Man, working on comedic material can feel really weird when you're just doing it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. And I will play Quake 1 and 2 whenever we get to my Switch games, because I have those digitally at least. But either way. You know, I like that one more, but I kind of get why they went with the simpler one, because you wouldn't be able to see the barrels as much. Well, with just seeing the box. Yeah, you would just see the top of it and a little bit of barrel poking out. But with this, it feels more interesting, at least to me. Yeah, you would have just seen a bit of the box and then mostly barrel, which is just kind of meh. But in the final game, you're just... I really can't verbalize what I'm talking about. Final world model. God damn it. Final world model. Oh, that's what it looks like whenever it's like spinning around for help to be picked up. Unused ammo pickups. Small, large, in charge. Oh my god. Oh, I see. Small, large, and then final game. These two look pretty much the same, honestly. That just looks like a low-res textured box. Same for this one. Huh. Cells. Yeah, wow, those look actually... Oh, never mind. I guess they never made small boxes of shells in the final game. I'm not sure. This one I can absolutely tell the difference, though. The front texture is definitely different. Looks like this one's more battle scarred, maybe? Is the best I can put it into words. Medium rocket. Yeah, I've only ever seen the medium rockets in game and never the small, so that must be the early renders. Oh, these are just all of them. All of them are unused. More fool me, I should have read more. Oh, god damn it, I could have cared more. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Those aren't slugs. They don't even produce mucus. Anyway. Oh, early stim pack. An early model of the stim pack showing it as a box with a needle was later giving a design similar to adrenaline. Was later given? Oh, given, not giving. It's giving adrenaline. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, I see. Well, yeah, I think that one's the shield / adrenaline, and then this one is the healing. Scrapped items. The remote camera would allow the player to view an area and would beep if damaged. Oh, ad starting in 53 seconds. The nuclear booster's proposed purpose is unknown. It resembles the similarly unused nuke ammo. I don't know, but it's got the red cross on it like it's a healing item. That's the strange thing. God damn it. For sure, the remote camera, while not a id Software game, what is it? Rareware would use something similar to a remote camera in Perfect Dark, where you would like toss up the camera and it would essentially float around like a little drone. Enemies. Early technician. Looks like a fucking nose pass. Or, what the fuck is the name of the evolved form of that nose Pokemon? Is it Nose Pass or is it something else? I always forget. Also, it is ad break time, VOD watchers, or anyone who got lucky enough to not get caught by the ads. Cool. Did my best to avoid a yawn, or at least from opening my mouth too widely, giggity. AFK to wash dishes. Alright, Jam. Good luck washing dishes. Oh, goodness. Anyway, VOD watchers. I played and beat through SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom in just a couple of days. I got almost every golden spatula, but there was just some that I was not willing to deal with, like Patrick's lost socks. That was too much of a hassle, and Mr. Krabs just giving him shiny objects. That would require a lot of grinding that I didn't really feel like doing. Still, it's a very faithful and interesting remake. I'm very glad that they reused the audio from the original game as well, complete with off-brand sounding Mr. Krabs. Oh, your treasure chest's looking a bit light, boy. He enunciates a lot of his words. Your treasure chest's looking a bit light, boy. Looking a bit light, boy. That's gonna be stuck in my head forever. Your treasure chest's looking a bit light, boy. A bit light, boy. Anyway, the controls are great. They fixed a lot of the issues from the original. including the kelp forest. Oh my god, the kelp forest. I actually managed to get through the kelp forest quicker than I have ever done in my life. And I got every spatula in that section, which I don't know if I've ever done before. The closest I got was all but one, and it was Mermaid Man's fucking sliding time down that very last sliding section in kelp forest. And it was a lot more doable. The controls were so much better. It felt almost impossible to beat Mermaid Man's time down that slope in the original, because I could never. I don't know. The controls didn't feel tight enough to do that sort of thing. The wall bouncing and wall sticking mechanic that SpongeBob has been greatly improved. Much better. In fact, the only reason why I would go back to the original Battle for Bikini Bottom is just so I could see SpongeBob being lit like a horror movie. It's so funny, I love it. And just the original low poly designs, I find them to have a lot of charm. But anyway, we're back. But yeah, this thing looks like Nosepass, or Probopass, that's what it is. That thing looks like Probopass, with the big schnoz and the eyeballs. Oh, that makes sense. Here we go. Burpees. I am going to go ahead and screen cap some of this stuff, just so I have something to work with. Wait, that was dumb. Yeah, no, that's not how that works. Duh. There we go. That's better. Alright, cool. That's one that I can use. Because that really does be looking like a fucking knockoff Probopass. Early flyer. The design was finalized only 10 days after this model was made. That's funny. It looks almost the exact same. It pretty much is, minus the face that they put in the final design and some extra blood and stuff. Okay. I dig it. Early mutant, that just looks like a fucking pink demon from Doom. Many of the early models' animations show that the mutant's standing bipedal. This early mutant was dated to September 1997, only 2 months away from release. Wow. Texture, note the unused face. That's very funny. Oh, boo. Okay. The hell? There it is, just kind of there. Spooky. Oh, wow. I honestly like the vibrant colors more, personally, but that's just me. And most of Doom 2 is very low gradient on the color scale. It's very washed out and dull and gray, which is a bit disappointing, but beggars can't be choosers. Still a fun game, though. Ah, yes, Trespasser. While this modeling for the tank is close to the final design, it has some differences. The Strog insignia and markings on his chest plate are absent, and his shoulder-mounted rocket launcher is always up. Yeah. Trespasser. That is very close to the... Yeah, wow. What they call it? Strog. The Strog insignia. Okay. I really needed to look up the lore for Quake. At least Quake 2 and 4. Norda. Someone got Norded. An unfinished model for an enemy referred to as the Norda. It has a turtle-like appearance. Seemingly no further work was done on this enemy. Looks vaguely like Bowser. That's a man. The Shocker. Shocker! Another unfinished model for a cut Strog referred to as the Shocker. 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. Much like the Norda, no further work was seemingly done on this enemy. Love a good low poly untextured model. Strog fighter ship. Concept art drawing, early ship design. I like that. Very simple. What does the ship texture? Ooh, nice and big. Love that. Loving that. For show. For show. Huh. Oh, they're just... Okay, that's a row of ships. Okay. Huh. Huh. Strange. It's hard to tell because I keep thinking that this entire interior is the ship, but it's not. It's this. Especially compared to this, like, brother. Like, yeah, that's literally the same. Can I rotate? Rotato. Ah, that's how you do it. Exclude from dark mode. Cool, good to know. There we go. Un momento. Let's go. Oh my god. Can't even right click in here. Ugh, excuse me. Anyway, I have a dark mode extension for what do you call it? For the Cutting Room Floor website to make it easier to read. But it permeates across all the other websites unless I right-click and click the exclude from dark mode. And I was trying to do it for the desktop portion of Discord, but like, because whenever you go into dark mode on Discord desktop, you just get a fucking gray screen, and it's like, what the fuck, dude? Hate that. And I was trying to right-click on stuff to get it to, oh, nope. God damn it. Just nothing. Weird. I don't get it, but I'm not going to use it for... I don't use it a lot off stream, so it should be fine. Back to it. But yeah, it's just these, which is very strange to me. Either way. Oh, it shows up in the final game. Okay. I forgot there was even a ship in the original 2. Unused ships. 2 unused models of ships, purpose unknown. The dates of the models from ID's archives imply they would have set aside for expansion. They would have been set aside for expansion. Expandong. Looks like a transport ship of some kind because it's got that big wide door. Early graphics. Early shotgun textures. It's starting to sound like fucking Justin Wang. Check out these early Quake II shotgun textures. To poop in your own butt. Oh god. This is the most mysterious song on the internet. Back in the old YTMND. Okay. Oh, I love Wang. Don't take that out of context. Oh, you're missing the... Huh. Or are... I really can't tell. Huh. Early shotgun textures. 3 early skins of the shotguns with the U model dated to June 97. I would have been 3 years old. This is also around the time that Ocarina of Time came out in the US. Skin 1, Skin 2, Skin 3. Okay, so yeah, I guess you only need 1 for the final... to show the final build. That looks like a tape deck. For a cassette. Man, they really said fuck all those colors and just bam. Brown and gray. I think that's the hand. That looks like a music note. That looks like a music note. I'm suddenly tired. And I guarantee you, as soon as I end stream and then step away from my computer, my energy is just going to flood back into me. And be like, yo, let's play some more Y2K, a postmodern RPG. And I'm like, sure. While I upload the VOD. Skin. Skin and skin. Early invulnerability textures. Okay. It looks like they kind of combined some of the colors because there's red, there's the gold, and then there's the brown. Yeah, it looks like they literally combined colors from all 3 of the original and just slapped them on there. I like that. Though I do like that red skull face. Early Enforcer textures. There are 2 early textures for the Enforcer in camo and pale flavors? I don't know if that's a typo or not. Early flavors. That one tastes good. Alright. The early textures appear to be an early design, most noticeable with his right shoulder and head. Elements of both designs were used for the final design. Sick. I love the scrunchy face. They got rid of the shadows around the eyes. That would have been cool to see. Take a look at this. Okay, they kept the torso of the second one. Added guts. Added cybernetics, I think, to the texture for the second one.
Damn, son, just take a look at this.
Just take a look at this. They used the bloody one from the first one and then replaced the edge of the arm with cybernetics. Oh god, this is like a fuck. Yeah, they used most of the left arm, question mark, for the final from the first one. Really is hard to see. Face HUD graphics. Ooh. Love me some face HUD graphics. God, these 3D models, these look like early 3D models of a head, which makes it look very uncanny, and I love that. Huh.
Money.
I recognize that face from the final game for sure. Yeah, these were going to be more dynamic, I think, because they look sick as hell. Like, that guy looks like he's fighting. Yeah. That looks like the Mr. Incredible meme, but blue. Those who know. Oh, I love Lunatic Pandora. As a song and as a place in the game that you play. The face HUD graphics from the QT test prototype. Early versions of the graphics and various leftovers from Quake, Rangers face sprites were used as placeholders as seen in the pre-release screenshots. Oh, these are from the first game, okay. Strong language font. To do, make sure these aren't presents in the final games file. So true, bestie. Some custom ligature pairs that went unused. A, B, C, D, E, F. Design document. Ooh, cool. Several fucking coffee stains. Sick, sick, sick. Tight, tight, tight. I'm gonna open that in a new tab and that one. Oh, beautiful. The main colors of the walls are red, black, gold, and silver. Blank Germany. The size of the walls are described as length first, though it is named the palace. The materials are still mostly metal and tech. The decorators' taste lean towards the dark, oppressive, cold, and large. The palace is several hundred years old or older, but it is well maintained. This is the aliens' quote, center of the universe. The palace houses their current leader, who of course kicks ass, and is responsible for disseminating order and purpose to the population. Without him, many may start planting flowers or something. That's hilarious. When creating textures on a tiled world with light sources, low color, and low resolution palette, keep a couple of things in mind. You probably know this stuff, but here it is. Don't get too dark. The light and shading needs somewhere to go. Watch out for speckles or bright dots. They really stand out. Every texture should tile both left and right and up and down. Don't make anything a single or flat color. The light source needs a variety of colors and shades. Single or flat colors have banding problems when shaded. This is because there's only 16 shades of any color in our palette and the light source is set to 32 shades. Weird. Stained glass windows, 64 by 64 stained glass windows that is intended to tile without looking too repetitive. Two 64 by 128 stained glass window with a major theme image in the center. Oh, 2 of 3 check marks. Floors, support beams, walls. This is very interesting. What about this one? City. The basic concept is one of public areas with massive, overwhelming architecture. These areas connect or more properly, quote, descend into basements that are less impressive and older until in the bottommost levels one encounters remnants and foundations of buildings that could have been part of the Earth's own 20th century, but with an alien slant. For the palace, I've been trying to think of a combination of blank Germany and high-tech stereo equipment, blacks, reds, gold decorations, neon insets. Think heavy, not light and airy. Think rich but oppressive, dark but with rich color accents. There should be a hint of high-tech, electronics, neon, etc. in most textures for this area. For the temple, I've been retreating on polygons, so textures will have to do things that my geometry cannot to convey the feeling I want. Ancient textures. Okay, sort of ancient textures. Like rotting concrete. Several variations should have painted symbols on them. Think about the paint job one finds in old parking garages, steam tunnels, and old subway side tunnels. Sick. Transcribe what is said here. True. True. Oh, I love the way Buff Pup talks. I love the way all of them talk at Vichiban. Much like Q-Test 1 for the previous game, it would release a test build of Quake II called Q2 Test to gauge the compatibility of the hardware as of October 97, Rage, Power, VR, Rendition, Voodoo, etc. It's a late production release, but there are still some interesting changes within. The Christmas season, you're going to be reading some serious strog ass. What? Huh. Whoa. Very similar. The palette itself is still a work in progress, so palette indexes 48 to 51 were still white. Oh, okay. Huh. Testle. Reminds you that this is a test release. Body armor. The screen for completing the demo. Sweet. Congratulations, you won. Oh, that old fucking virus. Congratulations, you won. You've established the communications link to your command ship. That means you are the big winner. A winner is you. This Christmas season, you're going to be kicking some serious strong ass. That's funny. So that's what that is. That's what that was a reference to. Insert cool cinematic here. Okay, not much here. Pre-release info. While Quake II doesn't have as a documented or long development timeline as the first game, there's still some interesting things. The remaster includes an id vault containing a bunch of... Quake II went by many names during the development, including Strog, Gone, Warload, hell yeah, That would have been so fucking funny if they named Quake 2 just Load. Oh my god, so many porn parodies. Reminds me of that one line that Samwise Gamgee says in one of the Lord of the Rings movies. Share the load. Oh. God, that's funny as hell. Love that. Oh boy. Sonic Mayhem's involvement? Oh wait. Due to being unable to... Ultimately decided to make the game a sequel to Quake due to being unable to agree on a title, potential trademark issues, and similarities in gameplay, and likely also to help sales through brand recognition. That does make sense. Rumors would float around that Trent Reznor, I thought it was Reznor, had passed on the opportunity to compose for Quake II because he thought the game had no atmosphere. However, composer Sasha Sonic Mayhem Dikikian would deny this, recounting on how he had become involved in the soundtrack for Quake 2 in a YouTube comment of a video by Civ11. Appreciate you mentioning my work. However, Trent didn't decline because he didn't like it. He was just too busy. When they started talking to id, they had no idea what or who they wanted at first. Only after submitting our demo, they wanted to go the metal route, Sonic Mayhem. Oh, sick, dude. Good to know. Scrapped items. Cloak. Some of Quake 2's manuals make mentions of items that have no trace left in the final game, or the QT test prototype. The mentioning of the item in the manuals could imply that these were cut fairly late into development. Yeah, tee load. You get me, Jam. Cloak. The manual has an unused image for a cloak item, resembling the power screen slash power armor. Scope. Does anybody have anything? You sound like Paul Giamatti drinking Scope. We've been left here for Christmas. The digital manual included with the initial CD release includes an unused picture of an item called Scope. According to the 2023 remasters id Vault, this would have allowed you to zoom in at the cost of 1 cell ammo per zoom. Weird. Sights. The digital manual included with this initial CD release includes an unused picture of an item called Sights. According to the 2023 remasters id Vault, this would have enabled auto-targeting for a certain number of shots, a la the final game's silencer power-up. Sick. Concept art, fuck yeah. Oh my god, that looked like a creepy-ass fucking face at first. Oh my god. The Quake II remaster shows early concept art created by Adrian Carmack, as well as himself posting a few pieces of concept art. That just looks like a face, though. That's fucking creepy. Nuclear power plant, sub-rail system, mines, security, refinery, base / warehouse, Imperial City, the big gun, toxic waste. I never actually have seen that movie. The Big Gun. Concept art of the Big Gun. The plot line of destroying it was loosely inspired by the 1961 film The Guns of Navarone. I am unfamiliar with that film. Go to a hot spring and play Final Fantasy VII, Iwatobi Penguin Rocky X Hopper. Sweet. It's almost like a satellite. Yep, there's the hangar that we saw earlier. Torture bed. Oh, yeah, I remember seeing this in-game for sure. Speaking of which... saving that one. Alright. Sketch of one of the torture beds in Unit/Mission 8. Cerberon. Alright, let's see what we got. It's just a giant city. Huh. Would have been cool to explore that. Monorail. As opposed to the duo rail or trio rail. Ooh, Strogos Ocean. That looks fucking sick. Yeah, wow. I love that. That's cool. It's giving Beyond Good and Evil. That's what it's reminding me of. Specifically the ocean/lake area. Whoa. Weapons! I love these sketches. They're sick as hell. You gotta draw. You gotta have the eyeball doodle. You can't not have the eyeball doodle in a sketchbook. If you have a sketchbook and you don't doodle at least one detailed eyeball, are you even sketching? Oh, I don't know why so many people gravitate to eyes when they sketch. Even back when I tried sketching while I was in art class in high school, I was like, yeah, let me draw an eyeball. Could not tell you why. Various sketches of the chain gun, rocket launcher, railgun, and BFG 10,000. Items. That just looks like a surgical saw. Oh, pre-release, okay. Oh, yeah, I see. Oh. Trespasser. Few sketches of the parasite and what looks like the medic, but it's incomplete. Huh. There he is. Trespasser. The gunner. Run, gunner, recall, the town wants you dead. Damn, these sketches are fucking great. I love the crosshatch shading. The gunner looking menacing as ever. Flyer. Oh yeah, this was before they had the face in there. That just says fighter, not flyer. Tank. Trespasser. The tank is incomplete and doesn't have a face. Yep. Looks like it was erased when he was trying to work on it. The tank is incomplete and doesn't have a face here. Yeah. Georg. What is that? Oh, it's still more Jorg in Von Strangle. Several different iterations of the Jorg. The Jorgenborg. Okay, I think once we get to the end of this page, we'll call it. A sketch showing the Jorg and the Macron. The Macron is shown with a Krang-like appearance. Okay, that's all. That's the end of that page. Okay. Oh, wow, we didn't even finish doing these yet. Oh, well. Hold on, how far down are we going? Okay, yeah, that'll take up... Yeah. These explosions look like they're from Deltarune or Undertale. Hilarious. Anyway. Yeah, we'll call it here for now. And then we'll pick back up in about 2 weeks. We'll see. VOD watchers, thank you for watching. If indeed you still are. To my left will be some suggestions. Top left will be randomly selected by YouTube. And the bottom left will be a link to the playlist for the rest of the stuff that I've looked at on the cutting room floor. Yeah. Stretchies. Anyway, have a good day, VOD watchers, and take care. Subscribe if you feel like it. Bye-bye.